You do the loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. Question of the day: what is your favorite plane? Let me know in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man Man, and today we got a juicer for you. We got Loop-de-Loop featuring Feather the Redeemed. Now, what can we redeem? Well, pretty much every single instant or sorcery that we play on the beautiful Feather. This will create the Loop-de-Loop. You know, the loop is kind of the theme of this deck here. Whenever you cast instant or sorcery, you're going to be able to get it at the beginning of the next end step. Now, it doesn't go into the graveyard, which if you notice with the Dreadhorde Arcanist, whenever it attacks, you need that card in the graveyard. So that is an unfortunate thing that does come up sometimes. Keep in mind, if you need the Dreadhorde Arcanist to swing in, and you have the Feather of the Redeemed out, it's not in your graveyard, so just be careful of that. But other than that, pretty much all the deck is just being able to drop creatures and just being able to protect them. So the God's Willing has protection of your choice, and the Wild Shape can do one of two things. It gives you either Trample, which is very relevant with the Illuminator Virtuoso, because it has double strike but no Trample. The Legionnaire can get big, doesn't have Trample, or you can give it Hexproof. So that is a 2-for-1. The Wild Shape is actually an insanely good card. I absolutely love it. Charge through again, just giving, some things trample. Angelfire Ignition is relevant for the lifelink. If it didn't have a lifelink, I don't think that I would be running Angelfire Ignition, but because it does, it is going to swing some aggro matchups, and I really like the Angelfire Ignition. But other than that, this is pretty much the deck here. It's pretty simple. We're going to be able to get into one of our creatures here and then just be able to buff them and protect them. So that's what we got going on. But before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Lauki, God of Mischief. Okay, well, let's go ahead and keep this. Kind of a slower hand for what we want to do, but we are playing Lauki. Hopefully, I mean, that was the original Avengers. Man, it takes me back all the way. What was it, like 2012 or something? What, then Loki, man, it's been a while since I've seen the Avengers movies, but I remember pretty much just gets tossed up by Thanos. That was pretty interesting. Stomping Ground, let's go ahead and do this. I want to get down either the Dreadhorde Arcanist or the Season of Growth. The Season of Growth allows for some really cool stuff. Glowspore Shaman, it's kind of nice to see Glowspore Shaman. I have been running this card, but way back in the day, kind of with some decks that want to be like both aggressive and want cards in the graveyard at the same time. I think that's a really cool card. So do you want to go for Clifftop Retreat? Doesn't really matter here. I think we can just drop this, and then do we want to go for the Dreadhorde Arcanist, or do we want to go for the Season of Growth? I think we can probably just drop this Arcanist, right? Well, I think we can, yeah, we want to get this thing down because it has to attack to accrue the value, so let's just get this established. If they've got removal, we're gonna have this Feather the Redeemed. Yeah, nope, no way. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. So can't stay away. What are they trying to do? Okay, so more Grease Fang action. Okay, hopefully we can nullify that. Do we just want to drop a Feather? I don't think so. I don't think we want to drop a Feather just yet. I think we want to drop this, and then I think we go for Season of Growth. And then we can go for just Defiant Strike, and then we can cast it again, draw a card. I know we don't have the Feather this way, but we're going to gain a lot of value here. So I'm just going to go right for this. We draw a card with the Season of Growth, and this is just too much value to pass up on. Now we swing in, use another Defiant Strike, draw another card with the Season of Growth. Oh my gosh, that's too much value. That's too much value. Get out of here. We do have to discard. Do we discard a Season of Growth? I think I am. We already have one. I hate to say it, one is pretty much as good as like 100. I mean, you can only have so many cards in your hand, so. Here comes the Chariot. My Chariot awaits. We actually only have one Grease Source, so gotta put that in the old noggin up here. Just kidding. I was just kidding. We get a Sunpetal Grove and life is good. So now what do we want to do here? We can drop a Feather the Redeemed, and then we can either have a Charge Through, Wild Shape. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop our Feather the Redeemed. As long as we have a Wild Shape, we can give something Hexproof. And I think that's going to be what we want to do here. So let's go ahead and scry. I would like maybe some more cheap protection. Let's see what we can scry up here. Defiant Strike, that's good. That's good. That is cheap. That is Oh yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. So the Dreadhorde Arcanist, we can't really swing in here effectively unless we wanted to use like our charge through, but I don't think I really want to. I think I would rather keep up the wild shape. Yeah, let's go to end turn. So the cool thing about Feather, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery control, exile that card, blah blah blah, and then you return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So it does take a while to kind of get into fruition, but like, you know, hey, it's a lot of value that we have. What I'm nervous about is this Grease Fang. If they can find a way, well, they have to flashback this in. So we're still quite a ways away from them being able to like put something scary onto the battlefield. So the Chariot comes out. Okay. I don't mind that much. Meow. Kind of sucky, but I guess we'll just have to let it go through. I mean, we're going to be able to explode for a lot of damage. Yeah, it's not great, but I think we just kind of have to. Here's the thing. Do you think that they're running spot removal? If they're running spot removal, I want to keep up this wild shape, but this is kind of like an awkward situation. Are we going to be able to bust through this? I mean, we do have 9 life, so we do absolutely have to be a little bit careful here. Depending on what they do here, I kind of would like them to tap out just so that I can play this wild shape or charge through and feel okay about it. My turn. Here's the thing. Are they running spot removal? Alright, my turn. I'm just going to pay to life. I think we're going to just start going all out. I mean, how much damage can we really put up here? The Invigorated Rampage is pretty nice. I think we're going to go for Defiant Strike. And I think we're just going to put it on the Feather. Let's put it on the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Let's get a little cute here. So we have at least one source of protection with the wild shape. So let's see what they want to do. I gotta figure they're probably thinking about it. Now we got the God's Willing. Okay. I'm gonna do the charge through right on the Dreadhorde Arcanist here. It already has trample, and I know that, but I think I might want to keep Feather the Redeemed back. We do have 7 life, so that is obviously a concern. I don't think we're gonna be able to like one turn kill them right away. And I definitely do want to swing it in some capacity here. So let's see, this is definitely interesting. The Season of Growth is really good, but I feel like, again, like it's kind of a scary card to have so many in your deck. I think I might cut this down to 3 or 2 maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I think we just drop down another Dreadhorde Arcanist, and then we can go for either God's Willing or the Wild Shape. And then we're going to get all this other stuff back. So that's the thing with Feather the Redeemed. Like, obviously, the Dreadhorde Arcanist is a little bit weakened in this matchup. Scry. What do we want to Scry for? Maybe like a land that doesn't cost life to play? Because right now, we're going to have to pay the life for this. And we'll keep that. We have 2 God's Willing and a Wild Shape. And we can't really swing with this Arcanist effectively, so I think we just kind of stay put. The Feather Redeems are going to come back here. I think we absolutely get rid of at least one of the feathers. So we don't need this, and then we have to discard 2. So I think the charge through. We already have Trample, and then Feather Redeems unblockable anyway, so I think we can get rid of these 2. Maybe we should have got rid of a land there. Kind of just playing as we go. I mean, this is a fun deck, though. It's just, I guess I'm not really the best pilot. The best driver. I'm no Grease Fang. There's no doubt about that. Oh yeah, it actually is a pilot. That is actually pretty funny. Okay. Let's see what you got. As long as they don't have any, like, Parhelion stuff here. Grizzly Savage. Okay. So let's see what they dump into the graveyard. A bunch of, yeah, see, I know they run the Assassin's Trophy for sure. Overgrown Tomb. Again, still nothing too crazy in here, so What are you to do? I think I might just let this... I know how gross it is, but I think I might just let this go. Okay, so they're actually going to swing with all of this here. Okay, Okay. Meow. Meow to you too. We can block you, and then these can just bounce, and then we take 4. Okay, I think we can handle that. Okay. Like I said, we're still keeping up this God's Willing. I know they are running Assassin's Trophy, so that is a little bit nerve-wracking here. My turn. Here's the thing. I think we're gonna have to do something here. Do we just use God's Willing right now? How do we break through here? We definitely need some power, baby. Maybe this Rootbound Crag was not the right thing here. I think... Let's go for God's Willing on anything. We're taking a huge gamble here. I really just want to draw, maybe just kind of scry, do some things. We'll call black. Doesn't think it really matters here. No Season of Growth. That is not very beneficial here. And we get the Illuminator Virtuoso. So this... Ooh. We would have loved to have this thing with Charge Through and whatnot. I don't think we're going to be able to do enough damage here is the problem. I think the Feather is actually kind of hurting us a little bit here. Can we ward them off one more turn is the question. Can we go with the Illuminator... Scry 1, no. Rootbound Crag. And we can keep all of this up. We can either go for the Rampage, the Wild Shape, the God's Willing. Let's see here. So they, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't go for lethal as of right this second. And then we do have protection. Okay. And then we're going to get the God's Willing back. So we can cast what? 1, 2. 2 God's Willing and a Wild Shape or a Rampage if need be, but I don't think we would really need that. We're going to save this Rampage in for the Virtuoso. So here comes the Chariot. Not too worried about the Chariot here. We can do a lot of different things with the Chariot. We can block it. As long as they don't have like Trample or something, I just don't really care that much. And they actually are going to swing in with everything here. Okay. Okay, let's see what we want to do here. I think we can go for the Virtuoso. And we're going to be... We might be able to kill this thing, too. We do this. The Virtuoso, we can put God's Willing. And we can just call it green. So let's do that. God's Willing on the Virtuoso. And we're going to call green. And then all of these things are going to pop off. I'm not even sure what's going to happen, but I'm here for the ride, baby. Sacred Foundry, I guess we'll get rid of that. I know we don't get the counter that way, but that's okay. And another Virtuoso, sure, whatever. Whatever. Give it here. I think we can just use everything that we want here. So I think we use Defiant Strike on the Virtuoso. And what are we discarding here? I guess we'll just get rid of like a Wild Shape, I guess? There's like so many options, I'm like intimidated. So I guess we just get rid of that. We're up to 3-2, and then this has double strike and protection from green, so I guess we just... That's all good, right? So we're gonna kill the Chariot. These all bounce or die. And I think now we're gonna absolutely just be able to plow through their defenses here. A Rotting Regisaur, I actually don't really care about that at all. So now... we might as well just play something, right? So I guess we can use Charge Through. Just click whatever. It doesn't even really matter, right? Because the Season of Growth comes in. We're going to get it back with the Feather anyway. My turn. We have 3 lives, so we pretty much need to just get in here, and I think we're going to be able to do that. So I'm going to play the Rootbound Crag. And I think we're just going to buff up our Virtuoso here to the high heavens, right? Let's go for Invigorated Rampage. Okay, how do we even want to play this? There's so many different things we can do. Let's go for Defiant Strike. Let's get rid of the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look how ridiculous this is. Okay. Let's go for Invigorated Rampage. Do we want to give this just to the Virtuoso, or do we want to kind of spread the love out here a little bit? I think these already have Trample, so we might as well just give it to the Virtuoso. And like I said, they're going to have to do something here, or else they're going to die. So this is a 9/4 with double strike and trample. I mean, not sure what I'm missing here. Charge through. Or again, I'm gonna put it on the Virtuoso. I guess we'll just get to real some land, whatever. We don't get counters that way, but it's alright. And we have to be careful here, because we only have, what, 3 more to go off of here. So I guess we go for Defiant Strike. Sure, loop. Let's keep it going. You do the loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. I guess we'll just get rid of a Season of the Growth. If I can click my cards here. Should we just... Yeah, I think we should just swing in here now. Now we can go for Wild Shape for free. And I think... Well, let's go ahead and get Charged Through. I'm just clicking buttons at this point. So Charge Through. We can just... And they finally give it up, but we've had our fun. That was a good one. What a fun one. OG Blood Gas. I am pretty sure I know what the Blood Gas. That's a 1-drop black. I think I know what that is. You know, learning the formats, going to explore. Now we're going to learn some other stuff here. Yeah, I think I know what the Blood Gas is. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do here? I think we just, well. Yeah, same difference here. We're just going to drop a dual land here just so we can get into Season of Growth. Do I want to get into Season of Growth first? This card's really, really interesting. Or do I just want to go straight for the 10th District Legionnaire? Either way, we're going to pay this life because we want to get something down here. And, I mean, the Season of Growth, if we're committing to it, aren't we like... Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do this. Yeah, because we don't really have anything to really pop off with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. The 10th District Legionnaire, we definitely could drop it, but I think the Season of Growth is got a little bit more room for shenanigans. And we're all for the shenanigans. So what we got here, they are playing Tamir colors right now. They could just be playing like 5 color or something. I have no idea. Explorer is a wild format. They do have the Orion. So that means they're playing with at least, what, 80 cards or whatever? We do get the Feather. The Feather redeemed. Okay. I never know. Do they play Jawari in these formats? I was, in Standard, you know, you're always a little bit nervous here, but I don't know. I'm not too worried about my life total in this matchup, especially if they were going to be playing more control-y, so we'll just go ahead and pay it. And do I want to go with the Feather, or do I want to go with the Season of Growth and then just play around the Jawari? Again, I don't know if they're playing that, but... Let's just go for another Season of Growth. I think we could really do some crazy things with this card, so... I know we definitely wanted to be a little bit more aggressive here, so Growth Spiral, okay. Down comes the Hall of the Storm Giants, which, you know, hopefully it doesn't even come down to that point, but if they do, we need some sort of like God's Willing, something like that, before I can feel comfortable with playing one of these cards. But hopefully, I mean, we do have the Season of Growth now we can scry. They're looking at my Season of Growths. It is the season. So just a Fable. Oh, okay. Well, now they're tapping out for this Fable. So now we do have an opportunity. We get another Season of Growth. I don't want another Season of Growth. I guess this is why a lot of lists only run like 2 or 3. Ouch. Ouch. I guess we're just going to drop the Feather and then we get to scry. Yeah. We get to scry twice. So there's the God's Willing. Yeah, we're going to keep the God's Willing. I would love to have that right now. And then we could have went for like 10th District Legionnaire. But at least we get that protection spell that we can use. And we're going to be able to draw cards with the Season of Growth. So, alright, so Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. They're going to have a lot of stuff to do here. Discard 2 cards, fix up their hand. At least get a little bit more information. They are running Chariot, so... Are they more of like a creature-heavy build? Are they going to swing? Oh, man. I don't want to put this Feather in harm's way. Are they just running like some standard removal here? Oh man, I'm gonna do it. Again, I don't know. I don't really know what they could be running here. I mean, shock. I mean, I don't know. Fire prophecy. Oh my gosh, that is just got to be something we have to take note of. Fire prophecy. I ran a card. I ran a deck with this card in it, but yeah, just not really expecting that. Okay. Well, at least now we know that we have this God's Willing, so we kind of just totally ruin our win condition here with the Fire Prophecy. So there's like Lava Coil, there's like Lightning Strike. Yeah, I mean, I guess we should probably just be more on top of that. But we have this 10th District Legionnaire, so maybe if we don't get countered, we'll be okay here. Now we have to do some extra scrying, which is nice. Wild Shape. We only have one green source. Or no, we have two. We have two. I was just kidding. I was just playing. I think we can take the Wild Shape here. Yeah, that's fine. And let's go ahead and swing in here. Do we want to use the... I mean, we should have used the God's Willing beforehand if we were going to, so I guess we'll just say no. So, Omen of the Sea. See, if they have some sort of, like, ability here... do I want to use God's Willing? Probably not. I guess we'll wait until they, you know, presumably threaten it with something. Because if I use it right now and they have another Fire Prophecy, they do have this treasure token, so I didn't see that treasure token. Considering they do, we'll have to just kind of wait here. We will be able to draw 2 cards, though, with the Season of Growth. Titan of Industry. Okay, so let's go ahead and let them use this. Target one of our Season of Growth, I would assume. They're gonna kill it. Alright, so let's go ahead and use God's Willing on the 10th District Legionnaire. Just so we might as well get our draw cards in here. And Wild Shape doesn't do a whole lot for us anymore, so... I think we can kind of put this away, no? I don't know. I'm just going to click some buttons here. We do get to draw 2 cards, which is, of course, nice. We'll just say green. Doesn't really matter. And another land. We got enough land now. Okay, so now we get flooded with land. Okay. What do we even do here? We have the Rampage card, but I don't think that really does a whole lot. I really don't. This thing has to attack to do something. I guess we drop another Season of Growth. They can't go for lethal unless they hit the Titan of Industry. They're going to be able to duplicate it, though. So I think we just lose, right? Think we just lose. That's just game over, right? We definitely screwed up by, yeah, giving them the Fire Prophecy. That's going to be something we have to note. The 4 toughness is so relevant in this format, so... If they block with the Titan of Industry, obviously we can use Invigorated Rampage, and, I mean, it gives us a shot. They wouldn't be able to use the reflection on it, so I really hope they do. It's not looking like they're going to. Come on, use their Titan. They are going to use the Titan. Come on. I would much rather them just use the Titan, just so that we can go ahead and kill them. We made the mistake of giving up our Legionnaire. Maybe they make the mistake of giving up their Titan of Industry here. And they're just going to let it go, which is really smart, actually. I think, but yeah, they just win now, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We do get to draw some cards, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, unfortunately. Bang, bang. We take them down to 8. But again, with this reflection, they're going to be able to reflect this thing, and that is going to be GG. Esbo, how we doing here? How we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Let's see if we can get an early creature down. Apply some pressure. I think this will be okay. This Illuminator Virtuoso, such a powerhouse in Standard. Oh, our opponent did take a mulligan. We'll give them the friendly mulligan hello everybody needs and deserves a friend when you take a mulligan. So I guess my question was answered about the Jawari Ruins. So some people do play that in this format. That is good to know. Good to know. Let's go ahead and place Slop You down so that we can get into something good. Yeah, but I mean, the Jawari Ruins... Such a good card. I haven't been seeing a whole lot of it in Explorer. Whenever they have, like, you know, a blue source and something else up, I always get nervous. This is exactly the look that I get a little sweaty on. Well, you get the Rootbound Crag, which is a little unfortunate because now we have to shock ourselves in, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and pay this life here. Do we want to get the Dreadhorde Arcanist out? I feel like that's probably, like, the least threatening here. So if they have removal, I think I want the Dreadhorse. Yeah, let's do this. I like playing this down because it obviously has to swing to get its value. Good chance we just get, well, Jawaried or just removed, so... What the heck was that? That's the first time I've ever heard that. That's like the little, like, fly, like, brrrr sound. Never heard that before. Is that... I wonder if that's, like, unique to the Dreadhorde Arcanist? Let's see what you got, Espo. Hopefully you do a whole lot of nothing. Sundown Pass. And they're gonna Sundown Pass their turn. Let's go ahead and place down another white source, just so that we need a little bit more white here. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna shock myself in. Whatever. Who cares? Now I'm gonna go for 10th District Legionnaire, and we do have this God's Willing up. We're not gonna be able to use the Dreadhorde Arcanist to get back a Defiant Strike, but I think it's okay. Got a little haste action here. The Illuminator Virtuoso, obviously a very good card, but put it on the back burner just for now, because I kind of want them to play something here so that I can use God's Willing. They have to address this at some point. So divide by 0. Here we go. So here's God's Willing. Let's put this on you. Call out blue. And, ooh, 10th District. I think we're going to keep that. We definitely want to keep up the pressure, and that's pretty good. No divide by 0 for you. Now, I know now we're kind of, like, wide open here, but if they had some sort of, like, sweeper or something... I think we're just screwed. Don't think we could really play around that. So there's the Triome. Okay, we're sitting kind of okay here. Kind of, maybe, sort of okay. We don't have any more protection, and that is kind of the problem here. I'm actually just going to go straight for the Defiant Strike. We're going to put it on the Legionnaire. Just because we do get to scry this way. I guess I would like maybe another cheapish type of, like, instant or something. Craig, no, we'll put you away. We'll put you away. We do get to draw. Ooh, the charge through. Okay, the charge through is actually pretty nice at a certain point in the game. So if we go for this... We're gonna be able to use another Defiant Strike here. At this point, I don't care about my life here, so we can just keep doing this in case we draw something with this Defiant Strike. Maybe we need it. I don't know. I'm gonna drop this other 10th District Legionnaire, and I know this is a little bit risky. But they only have 3 untapped here, so I know Settle the Wreckage isn't really in the cards. And we're going to be able to do this Defiant Strike with our little Arcanist. And I want to be as aggressive as possible. Is this getting a little bit too greedy? Maybe. But I'm a greedy boy, I guess. So yeah, alright, let's go ahead and swing in here. We do have, what, 6, 7 right now. We're going to get a bump from the Defiant Strike. The Defiant Strike also lets us draw a card. But we have no protection, and that is a little scary. So here comes the Arcanist. Yeah, we'll use the Defiant Strike rather than the God's Willing. I wish we had the God's Willing in our hand, but we don't. I guess we'll put it on the Legionnaire just so we can get the scry. Even if they remove it, we still get the scry. The Sacred Foundry, no. No, we need a little juice, not a little, something with a little bit of pepper. So Shark Typhoon, they're going to oh. They just get a 1/1, really? That seems a little not great. We do get another Defiant Strike, too, so that's nice. What are they doing? Are they really just going to chump block here? Let's go ahead and charge through. I think we're going to do this. Let's go ahead and give you Trample, just so we can just do some extra damage here. And another Sacred Foundry. Get out of here. We don't need you. And more land. What is going on here? Either way, we are going to still pop through for 6, but we have to be a little nervous here. Because if they have a board wipe, we're not going to really have a way to recover. And that makes me a little nervous. Oh, I would love a God's Willing here. Some sort of protection, just in case they've got like a Wandering Emperor that they're planning on using next turn. And another land. Oh my word, that is ridiculous. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we're still in an okay shape here. I'm nervous about Settle the Wreckage. So I have never been Settle the Wreckaged before. Let's go ahead and swing in just with these two. I guess if they do have Settle the Wreckage, we want to... Oh, if they have Settle the Wreckage, I look like an idiot for only attacking with these two. But if they have Wandering Emperor, I should swing in with everything. So... Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I know Settle the Wreckage is a card. Again, I have never seen it so far in my venturing into this format. I've never seen Settle the Wreckage. I have seen Wandering Emperor. Maybe they're just trying to scare us, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. This is a Jedi mind trick. What's going on here? Oh, are we good? Wow. Well, I'm going to assume that they have left the stadium. And we're just going to charge through. We're just going to do this. Get a little scry action going. Another land. Oh my god. Another land. That is... Another land! Another land! That is ridiculous. It doesn't matter, but wow. Holy... What? I'm going to have to go back and look how many lands that was. The odd one. Aww. Well, let's see what we can do with you. This is not really a good hand. They weren't a mulligan that way. Yeah, that just didn't look too appetizing. Yeah, we'll keep this. This looks a little bit better here. I do see the hello through our screen here, so let's make sure we oblige. I think we'll get rid of the charge through. We don't need that without a Virtuoso. So let's go ahead and give them... Let's go ahead and wave them hello here. And we'll go ahead and put this down. Tap. This thing can come in untapped. We'll drop the Dreadhorde Arcanist. We'll be on our merry way. So Vervin, oh my goodness, you're gonna just steamroll me, aren't you? Oh, that's a little bit rude. Oh, this is kind of rough here, though. I don't know if I want to play this Dreadhorde Arcanist, because I want to be able to protect it. I don't think we have a choice, especially not having another land. This could be the game, so we're gonna drop this Arcanist. I don't want to get blown out. We can at least, if they have a removal spell and we have nothing else, I think we're just screwed, right? Oh, this is not good. Maybe they... Oh my god. So a lot of these decks run Play with Fire, so I think if they don't have a 3-drop, I think I'm going to let this one go. We can't give up our only creature here. Okay, well we do have another Dreadhorde Arcanist. We only have one red source here, but we do have another Dreadhorde Arcanist, so I think we'll be okay. I'm going to go for Defiant Strike, just for the card draw, if nothing else. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to use Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yeah, we're actually going to swing in here. Like I said, if I would have blocked with the Fervent Champion and they use Play with Fire for 2, for a total of 3 to kill this Arcanist, I think we're just screwed. So now we get into another Temple Garden, which is really nice. So this is going to be the world of a difference, in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and pay the 2, and I'm going to drop the Dreadhorde Arcanist. So let's get 2 out in the battlefield here. I don't think they're going to be able to, like, kill 2 or whatever. That's a pretty big swing here. So they have Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, see, Bone Crusher Giant, Shock, whatever. They're not going to be able to do the correct amount of damage. I'm feeling really good about that swing here. Wow. So they're going to swing in, like, they're going to do it again. I guess we say no. They say oops. No, I'm not buying that. They definitely have something up their sleeve. Okay, we do have to be a little bit wary of our life total here, though. I mean, it is not a guarantee here. Let's go for yeah, I mean, sure, Defiant Strike. Sunpetal Grove. Let's drop this because it doesn't need to be tapped this way. We go for Reinvigorated Rampage. I think we're going to do this. So Reinvigorated Rampage, and I guess it's the same difference here. We'll target both of our creatures here. We do have God's Willing, so I'm not too, like, whatever. And I don't think they can do enough damage to us next turn. I just don't think they can get 12 with 4 mana. So we swing in here. One's going to be able to do Invigorated Rampage again, and the other one's going to be able to do Defiant Strike. And again, we have the God's Willing. We are willing to protect ourselves here. So there's pretty much no risk here. Defiant Strike, yeah, whatever. We'll just click 1. Season of Growth. And we'll spread the love here. We'll make 2, even though they both have Trample. So that's going to be 12 damage to your face. Down to 5. And again, we still have this God's Willing, so... Bone Crusher Giant. Down to 10. Again, though, I don't think so. Even with this Kamanu, faces Kazakhstan strengthening something, I don't see how they could... Ooh, well, this doesn't have haste. So they do get 2 more from the Burning Tree. Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. They swing in. That is bold. I don't know why you're swinging in here. That's very bold. These both have trample, right? So I'm actually going to use the charge through just to draw a card. Because they both have trample. This doesn't really benefit us anything. So let's go ahead and just do this. Another God's Willing. And a Rootbound Crag. Okay, this is actually pretty rough here. Let's go ahead and drop you. And I guess we'll go for Season of Growth. We might as well. If we go for one God's Willing here, if we swing in, we can at least charge through once, but this is kind of nerve-wracking. Let's go for God's Willing on one of these things, just so we can draw a card with the seed. Oh, another land. Ugh, I feel like we just cannot stop the flood. Defiant Strike is going to be what we need here. Okay, so Defiant Strike, this thing can't be blocked here, right? Are we just going to go all in? If we go for God's Willing, we can draw this Defiant Strike. We can only deal 4 damage that way, though. If we use God's Willing, we get this. This thing can't be blocked, but that's only 1/1. We use a Defiant Strike. We don't even have the white to cast it. Wow. I don't think we can do it. I think we have to just stay put here. We kind of wasted God's Willing. Oh, just not good. Not good. We might be okay. We still have a God's Willing. We're going to have a Defiant Strike that we can play next turn, but this is not very good. Yep, they're going to swing all. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and block you, so this will bounce, and then we can block you out, use God's Willing, and I think we should be okay here. So let's go ahead and do this to save this Arcanist. We draw a card. We can't use this Defiant Strike, though. Lightning Strike on the Arcanist. Okay. We do get a Defiant Strike. Down to 5 we go. And another Bone Crusher Giant. Another land! You can't make... like, come on. I mean, I think I'm running, what, 23 land? Should I kick it down? Like, what is going on? Okay, I don't think it's over just quite the second. Let's go for Defiant Strike, but we really need something that's not a land. Let's just play it. We get to draw 2 cards. Another land! I'm in awe. I mean, I think I'm running 23. We should not be getting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, that's rough. That's rough cookies. Let's go for Season of Growth, I guess. Play this. It doesn't really matter because this is the game. We're gonna swing in here. We're gonna use either the God's Willing or Defiant Strike. I think we have to use God's Willing just to prevent us from being blocked. Yeah, and then we're gonna be able to draw 2 cards with the Season of Growth. Hopefully we can do something here. So, another Growth, and an Angelfire Ignition is a sorcery. Oh my god. Sacred Foundry's no good. Put that away, and we are going to take the L. Angelfire Ignition, just too late. That is going to be good game. My live. My life, my live. You can't live your life because we're taking it, baby. Hopefully pretty quick here. So, Mountain. Okay, well, we gotta set up a little bit here. So, I guess we'll drop our Sacred Foundry. Pass the old turn here. Get into a 10th District Legionnaire. Battlecry Goblin. So, we're playing Goblin Tribal, probably, most likely. Well, let's go ahead and drop our Sunpetal Grove. And I think we are. We're just going to drop the 10th District Legionnaire. I'm going to keep it. Nah, I don't think we want to swing in here. I don't really want to trade. Maybe they do block us. I don't know. Reckless Stormseeker. So this is pretty much just like mono red hasty. They swing in here. Oh, God. I think we're going to say no. It's close. It's close, but I'm going to say no. Let's drop our Feather and just kind of regroup here. Yeah, I mean, because we do have 2 things, I know they can have the removal on our Feather, but we don't have any way to protect our creatures anyway. We're gonna need an Angelfire Ignition badly. We have not seen Angelfire Ignition be a factor in this deck yet, and it's really sad. But they're gonna go ahead and use the Thundering Raiju, which is a little confusing. This is pretty confusing here, because I can just block you off, and that's very efficient for us, so I'm not really sure why. They have to be feeling the pressure here a little bit. So I don't see why that would make sense to do that. Well, I'm gonna go for Defiant Strike. We're gonna try and find an Angelfire Ignition. And we do get to draw, we get to scry, we get to like recycle. Virtuoso, is that good here? It's actually not terrible. Actually, I'm gonna keep that, yeah. Let's keep this Virtuoso here. We get to draw. And screw the Angelfire Ignition. I think this is kind of our plan now. Let's drop the Rootbound Crag. And we can go for Defiant Strike. We can go for Defiant Strike on the Virtuoso. We could even just hold up the 10th District Legionnaire. I'm just going to hold it still. I think at this point we're just kind of playing it safe here. And with the loop-de-loop, we get Feather, the Redeemed. So they know... Oh, I forgot this was a card. Okay, that is hugely problematic. Okay, well. They can use this Firebrand to kill off the Virtuoso if we're not careful. Swing all. Okay. So everything's going to deal more damage than it should, right? So let's do that. We just take care of you. We definitely have to block here. Kind of gross, though. Let's do this. Hold on. Then the Feather dies. Oh my gosh, this is not a very good spot to be in. Maybe if we do the Virtuoso, and then we're going to use the Defiant Strike. And then this still dies anyway. I think this is probably the optimal move here. So let's go ahead and do this. Defiant Strike on the Virtuoso, just so that we can go ahead and kill you. Sacred Foundry. We're going to discard that. We already have the one necessary to kill the Stormseeker this way, so I don't think that's necessary. Another land. I mean, I don't know. I might have to start running like 20 land or something, so I feel like we're getting just flooded so much here. We don't have removal, but we do have another Virtuoso. Virtuoso is good. Why is it telling me to get rid of all my white sources? I don't really like that. Let's drop the Virtuoso, and we get the Defiant Strike here, but the problem is I kind of want an Angelfire Ignition, so... Pass. I hope they don't have an Embercleave, because if they do, we're just going to have to use all these Defiant Strikes and kind of juice up the Virtuoso. So I think if they just don't have an Embercleave, but that's kind of asking for a lot. They are going to swing in here. I'm going to double block. Yep, I'm going to double block here. If they've got Embercleave... okay. Well, I mean, they can kill the Feather, I guess. Well, I'm going to just start using Defiant Strike here. Let's start just unloading our clip here. God's Willing. God's Willing is actually really good here. Let's get rid of the Charge. Well, the Charge Through's... No, we have the Invigorated Rampage, I suppose, so... Another Charge Through. We only have one more source for that, so I think we have to use the Charge Through. I guess we'll put this on the Virtuoso again. Sure. Might as well just get all of our value. We're searching for an Angelfire Ignition, because that is going to be what really swings this matchup here. And they're going to go for Voltage Surge, and I am going to go for God's Willing. Let's go with God's Willing on the Virtuoso. They do have one more card in their hand here, though. Season of Growth. I think we can probably ditch away the Temple Garden. The Season of Growth is actually kind of okay here for the draw. We're going to call red. 10th District Legionnaire. I think we can keep that, and we just get it to go. We survive the onslaught. Marco SVGS. I think this is a good enough. This is a keeper. We got one creature here, rather, but that's always the kind of the nerve-wracking thing with these decks. The pump and chump and whatever. Charge Through. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just drop the Sacred Foundry here. It's always hard. Like, do I want to play the 10th District Legionnaire, or do I want to save it so that we can prevent spot removal with the Wild Shaper God's Willing? Defiant Strike. The problem is we literally can't win without a creature, so I think we're just gonna have to do this. I do. I really, really do. If we play down the 10th District Legionnaire and it just gets, like, you know, spot removal, which I know they can't use Vanishing Verse on it, but it's just too risky. If I would have another creature, I have no problem playing it, but no way, Jose. So now we do have the Rootbound Crag. I think we can play this down, and we at least have a wild shape that we can play. So let's go for 10th District Legionnaire. Worst case scenario, we have this wild shape. Can't even use anything else, so I don't know if I really want to... Don't think I can really outspeed him, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe we can. Should we outspeed him? We're down to 17 to 20. They have got a stronger creature out. I think I'm going to do it. Let's get a little cute. I think they're running a little bit more of a mid-rangey type of build, so if they want to race me, I think we might be able to outrace them. Very, very risky here, but I think we're going to try. We actually only have one white source too, which is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Do we want to play something now? No. Okay, another wild shape. I'm paying the life. I don't care. We're going kamikaze. I don't care. I don't care. Let's go for Defiant Strike. We do have these wild shapes, so I'm just gonna start doing this now. Scry. What would we like? I guess like an Angelfire Ignition, a Sunpetal Grove. I don't know if, I mean, it is another white source, but I don't think we really need a whole another white source here. So we do take a draw from the Defiant Strike. Another Defiant Strike, but we don't have the white, so I guess we look pretty freaking stupid. I'm gonna go for Charge Through. We do get to keep drawing. The trample's irrelevant, but I don't care. Just let me draw here. No, definitely not. If anything, we would want a white source, so that is going to be a hard no. Another 10th District. Let's go Wild Shape and give it a 3/3 with Trample. We still have at least one in the chamber here, so we do get to put the base power increases and another Temple Garden. At this point, we're not drawing, so we do want the white source. I guess we have to keep it. We do have another creature now, so I don't really want to dig for another creature. And we still have another wild shape in the chamber here. Like I said, if they got like a Wandering Emperor, if they got something here, we still have this wild shape. We have to keep this thing up. Alright, down to 11. And again, I'm feeling pretty okay about my decision to race them. I think it's going pretty well. Again, we still have this wild shape, so whatever you want to do, we do get one smidge of protection. They're thinking about it. They're definitely thinking about doing something here, so... Ooh, an Interceptor. Ooh, that's actually a problem. That's a big problem. That is a big old problem. Is that a lifelink? Yeah, now they get... Man, that's so much. The lifelink is the problem. I honestly just playing like a 4-power creature isn't that big of a deal to me, but the lifelink is really putting us back here. Aspirant, okay. Another aspirant. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need an aspirant for all these aspirants. Yeah, this lifelink just blew our head back into a frickin' oblivion. Oh my god. They don't have lethal, but like... That is the biggest swing I've ever seen in my entire life. Going for a wild shape here doesn't really do anything. How do we want to play this? We don't really... We just don't do anything with... Yeah. I think this is just the game. I don't really know how else to do this. We can go for 10th District Legionnaire. We don't have any, like... If we had, like, an Angelfire Ignition, maybe we could come back from this, but I just think we're dead in the water. There's nothing we can do. I guess we could maybe draw. No, there's nothing we can do here. We need an Angelfire Ignition. We probably should have done that the first time. Yeah, we're dead. Target 2. We're just clicking buttons for fun now. Yeah, it's over. Darn it. Sam Sapper. Okay, alliteration. I am a big fan of alliteration myself. We do not have a creature, so I think we have to mulligan this. Oh, I hate mulligans. I hate them. But we have no choice. We just have to. It sucks. But Wild Shape. I guess we're going to get rid of the Rampage here. Last time I mulliganed a land, it ended up screwing us really bad. So I guess we'll just get rid of the Rampage this time. I don't know. I'm in shambles. I'm in shambles. The channel, it's in shambles. My mindset, it's all gone. Speaker of the Heavens. We do have an Angelfire Ignition. Can Angelfire Ignition finally make an appearance? Because we're playing against Angels, they don't have a whole lot of removal, so I'm actually just going to play this Arcanist. I am not going to roll the dice here, because Wild Shape, typically you want to be able to protect your creatures. I don't think they're not going to, yeah, so they're going to want to go into Giada rather than some sort of removal, so we get another Dreadhorde Arcanist. That's pretty cool. Do I want to just Angelfire Ignition right now? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm swinging in. I'm doing it. We can go ahead and cast this, but then it gets exiled, right? I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. 5/7. Whatever. It's not that imposing, which is kind of the issue. We don't have like double strike. This isn't like a Virtuoso or something, so not really the best thing here, because if they get into like a Righteous Valkyrie, this Jada is going to start doing some stuff. Hopefully they don't have a Righteous Valkyrie. That's the best possible card they could have right now. This Dreadhorde Arcanist, pretty strong, and they don't run spot removal, so Resplendent Angel. Okay. There's our Virtuoso. Do we want the Virtuoso? I think we're going to drop the Virtuoso. Go for Wild Shape. It already has Trample, but we can like double trample it, I guess. Does that even do anything? I guess it creates a little bit more power that we can swing in on. Let's go for the... Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go for Trample here. We're just being really, really greedy. We're swinging in here. We can actually cast this again, and what I'm going to do is cast this on the Virtuoso so that we can connive, because we don't get any more benefit from the Arcanist doing this. At this point, I kind of just want the most raw power. I think that's the only way that we can win. So I guess we're going to get rid of the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Just because I really want as many counters as we can. Wild Shape might be able to get Trample on this Virtuoso. I think that's going to be what we do. I guess we'll play this. I don't really see a reason not to. They're not running discard, so it doesn't really do us any good here. But this is really, really scary. Skyclave Apparition. Are they going to take away the Dreadhorde Arcanist? Okay. So, not great here. Youthful Valkyrie. This is a 3/5. Oh. Oh, God. A 3/5. We do have a Feather. Okay, hey, Feather's pretty good here. Feather's pretty good. We can go for Wild Shape. Give us Trample. But do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? We can go for Feather, Wild Shape. I think we just have to be aggressive. So I think using Wild Shape to maybe connive. I think we just have to be aggressive instead of going for Feather or Wild Shape. It's just too slow. Let's go ahead and give our Virtuoso Trample. Give it a connive. And of course, we get more land. I mean, I guess we can't complain too hard, but it just would have been nice to not get land for once. I just don't think we win if we go for Feather here. I just think it's too slow. We're going to be able to get to what? They have to at least block with something here. I think we just lose. We go up to 5/5. We swing in. We're going to hold up control. Maybe they think that we have some sort of pump spell, which we don't. It would have been great, but if we get rid of the Feather, which they saw, maybe they think that, hey, these got something big. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to block them out here. Maybe they get really nervous. Maybe they get really nervous. Yeah, there we go. Keep blocking. Keep blocking them all. So at least we get rid of the Speaker of the Heavens too. And we have to make sure that we hold up full control for the rest of this match, because I want them to think that I have either Wild Shape or God's Willing, even though we don't. End turn. Let's go and hold up full control. If they catch our bluff here, that's just the end of the road here, huh? Okay. Again, I want them to think that we have a protection spell. Okay. We're just keep on full controlling. Please do not drop a Skyclave Apparition. Another Giada, okay. So this one comes in bigger. We're gonna need some help. Please top deck an Angelfire Ignition. Oh, that would be so nice. God's Willing. Oh my god, God's Willing. If they don't have some sort of spot removal, we're gonna be able to use God's Willing. All we had to do is just not get another land. At this point, I'm thinking about just running like 19 land. I don't know what else to do. We're literally just getting so unlucky. Like, we call white another land. I'm running 16 land. From here on out, I'm running 16 land. We do have double strike. Oh, we have double strike. Too much coffee. We get the win. Wow. Okay, I feel like a jerk. I forgot we have double strike, and that is why you always read your cards. Tony Pajamas. How are we doing here? This is not the best hand. We don't even have a creature, so I think we just have to mulligan this. Hopefully we get a creature. There we go. There's our critters. Our creature and critters. Let's go ahead and keep this. Oof. I think we can actually get rid of the land. I know it sounds a little nuts, but with all the scrying and drawing, I think we'll be okay. We actually really don't need a whole lot of land in this deck anyway. So let's go ahead and drop this. Yeah, I think it's okay. I definitely don't want to get rid of our creatures, especially not in this deck. This deck is so crucial to have a creature out, because if you just don't have a creature, you literally just can't win. So let's see what you got here. You got the pretty little Chandra sleeves. These are cool. I've said it a bunch of times on this channel, but I absolutely adore the lands that have the things that go off when you touch them. The little animations are so cute. Let's go and drop our Legionnaire. We got 2 of them, so even if this thing goes bye-bye, it's okay. I'd really like to do some scrying, though, with the 10th District Legionnaire. Should we put a stop on our... I think we should. Let's put a stop on our draw step so that we can use Defiant Strike for the scry. Hey, just kidding. Just kidding. It does not matter. That would have been cool to use the Defiant Strike, but we do have no more land. Oh, now... See, now we're in a really tough spot. This is disgusting, because now... I don't think we can even, like, risk it. I mean, we have to just play the Legionnaire. And if they've got more spot removal, we just don't have any land, and we just lose that way. So getting rid of that land, mulliganing away it, obviously ends up to bite us in the butt here. We're going to put a stop, just so that I can use the Defiant Strike. Okay. So now we can at least survive. We at least have a shot here. And I think I am going to just use the Defiant Strike here. So scry, yep, this is going to be what we want to do here. Oh, Angelfire Ignition. Oh, gosh, that is a good card. But I think we just need land. We do. We just need land. We don't even have enough to cast it, so... Unbelievably sad, but... Feather. Ew! What in the world? Oh. Well, okay. Well, I'll swing in here. God, that is so sad. It's unbelievable. I think at this point, we do have more creatures. I'm going to just do this. Place you down. We're going to do a little bit more damage. Thank God. We have to. We don't really have a choice. We have to scry to make sure we hit our lands. Like, we have no choice here. And we don't even have enough white to be able to cast Feather, even with this land. Like, this is just brutality. I don't know if you ever but played Mortal Kombat. Surprisingly, not like the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, but, you know, not like a diehard. A lot of people are like, oh, you like Mortal Kombat? And they start, like, telling you about all, like, the lore and everything. You're like, I don't know. I just thought the games were cool in the arcades, but... Oh, yeah. Why was I saying Mortal Kombat? Oh, yeah, brutality. This is brutal. It feels just like a brutality, because there's fatality, brutality. This is both. This is probably both for us, but... I mean, no, there's still a chance. Well, I guess there's still a chance. Maybe.
You want to play with fire, huh?
No. I don't want to play with fire. So go ahead and get rid of us that way. We can still go for Illuminator Virtuoso and a Wild Shape, so pay the life. Yep, we're going to play this, and then we still have this wild shape to protect it. We can give it hexproof, so it's okay, I guess, you know? We're trying, but we're already so massively behind curve that I think we're going to have to swallow yet another L, and it's very brutal. But we did mulligan the land, so I guess we did deserve it. I mulliganed the land. I took the chance. It did not work, so I gotta take responsibility.
Yep. You're going down.
I think I am, Chandra. You don't have to rub my face in it, okay? It's already bad enough that I'm going down. You don't have to tell me. Do we block for the wild shape here? I just don't think we can. I just think we have to let it go, because they've already shown that they're running like a braid and removal, spot removal, so we can't block, go for the wild shape, they use a thing, the Virtuoso dies, we cry. I think that's most likely what's going to happen, so we'll just give him the treasure token. Ugh. Absolute nausea, but we just have to do it. Thoughtseize. I guess we just... When you're had, you're had. And we've been had. I just don't know what else to do. Maybe they get rid of the feather. They just don't realize that we don't have enough whites to cast it. We definitely want to keep both the shape and the Invigorated Rampage. So they get rid of the wild shape. Yeah, so now they know. If they do have the removal, now they can just cast it and just not even worry about it. Yeah, Fatal Push. There it is. There it is. And I think that's all but over now. I think we can... Well, we'll give it one more turn. I hate these games. The games where you just know you lost, but like you should play it out, but like you just know you lost here. Season of Growth, that is going to be it. Yeah. Do they have lethal with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant? I technically don't think so. This is 2, 4, 6, 9, maybe Crokeyz, so... We'll give it one more turn, but I don't... Here's the problem. Again, we don't have enough white, so if we go for Feather of the Redeemed, we don't even have something that we can play with the Season of Growth on the Feather. So it doesn't even matter. This is all for naught. Thoughtseize, I think we can just concede now. Eljor, how are we doing here? We are going to have to mulligan this because our land sources are just too pathetic. Let's go ahead and mulligan that away, and Invigorated Rampage. This card is... I don't want to mulligan again. I don't know. I really don't know. We don't have a creature, so I guess we're just kind of clicking buttons here. This deck has been very frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just been... It's been dog shit. I figured it would be a little bit better here. We're taking mulligans. It's inconsistent. We need a creature in our opening hand to be able to start. We do have the Dreadhorde Arcanist, so maybe we can get a little bit of something going here. But okay, let's you know, it's something. It's something. We got the God's Willing. We got a creature. Hopefully God's willing to give us a little bit better of a top deck here. That would be nice, but we do have the Invigorated Rampage. Plains is actually, yeah, it's kind of whatever, I guess. I think we're just going to use the Invigorated Rampage, and we're just going to supercharge this thing up. Sure. Sure. If they want to, we have a God's Willing. They want to do something here. This is Esper, so obviously they've got chock full of spot removal. But we're going to be able to, at least, you know, churn out some decent damage here. Dovin's Veto. Oh my god, okay. Interesting. Interesting. That's actually really good. Good for you. That's really good, because now I can't do anything. I can go for Invigorated Rampage, but we're pumping too much. We have to keep up the God's Willing. Alright, I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. I'm being bad. I think there's just no way we win this match without being aggressive here. I know they just could remove us. I know we should be keeping up the God's Willing, but I don't see how we win without this. I know it sucks. I know it's not sexy, but yeah, we just lose without this. So there's no way we're gonna be able to do enough damage if we just swing in for one. Like, I want to make sure. I mean,
we're not much of a roadblock.
No, we're not. I want to make sure that I'm at least explaining this. So, if we don't swing in, we literally just do 1 damage. We do 1 damage there if we don't use the Invigorated Rampage. So we just have to gamble that they didn't have spot removal. They do have spot removal, and now we lost. So, Uncle Shurik, hi, how's it going? How's it going, Uncle? This is a pretty good hand here. This is definitely formidable. We can start out with this. Oh, we got the cute little sun. I remember these are like were these like the Halloween sleeves? I think I do have these. I think there's like one for each color, but it's like all like so like black Orzhov or whatever. But like maybe I'm just talking out my butt. I don't really know what I'm saying here now. I think they're like Halloween edition. They're all scary. Even like the white, even like the sun's spooky. But okay, let's see Uncle Shurik. They are. We'll go ahead and give them a friendly hello. Not a mulligan hello, but it is a hello, just because they're kind of taking their time here. Free wins are cool. At this point in the season, I don't really care about my rank as much because the ranking system gets so like established that I think like you have to start winning. I think it's like 4 wins for every loss just to maintain your rank. If you're like in the top like 500, I think it's like 4 wins for every loss, and like you're just staying the same. Like you're not increasing your rank. So if you win 3, lose 1, win 3, lose 1, you're actually still losing rank. That's how crazy the rank gets late in the season. I'm just kind of blabbing. Blabbling, babbing, whatever you want to call it. And our opponent does end up playing, so that is nice. Sorry to keep you waiting. I guess we'll just go for the Stomping Ground so that we can get into our Virtuoso. Do we want to get into our Arcanist first? I think we'll get in the Arcanist first. The Virtuoso is more powerful, so depending on what they have here, yeah, I don't care. We're just paying the life. I really don't care. We're just paying the life. I think we're going to go for the Virtuoso, I guess. If we're going against a control matchup, we have to kill them as quickly as possible, so if they remove it, they just remove it, but we have to be a little bit more aggressive in this matchup, so... Oh, they actually take a Foretell. That is interesting here. That is interesting. So I think we can just start doing all of our damage now. If this is like a Doomscar, the God's Willing doesn't really help. So let's just go for the charge through here. We do get the Connive, which is really nice. Wild Shape. We don't have Indestructible, though, so that's kind of a problem. I guess we'll get rid of one of these Arcanists. We don't need 2 of them, I don't believe. So, yeah, if this is a Doomscar, we're just going to have to keep charging through. Go ahead and get a little Connive action off. And do we need the Stomping Ground? What's the best thing we can do here? So if this is a Doomscar, they wipe this out. We go for Arcanist, and then we still have a God's Willing. I think we can just get rid of... Not great here. Another Wild Shape. I think we are going to get this going. So with the Trample, the base power increases. I guess we can get rid of a God's Willing or a Wild Shape. I guess we'll get rid of the God's Willing. We definitely are going to need... We're going to need to do as much damage as possible now. Again, I'm just assuming this is a Doomscar. Most likely. Then we'll have a Dreadhorde Arcanist, and we can also go for Wild Shape to protect it. And we do have 2 Arcanists. They give us a hello. Well, hello. They're gonna... I know that they're just like salivating right now, getting rid of this Virtuoso. Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll give you a hello. We'll give you all the hellos if you're just gonna do that. That's fine with me. Well, let's go for Wild Shape again, and okay, I guess they didn't draw a land or something, so we get rid of the Season of Growth, and that's just gonna be it. I will absolutely take that. Boring match, not the best for content, but unless you've got like a Force of Will or something here, I just don't see how this is gonna do. I gotta think that they just didn't draw a land or something, because I mean, why else would they just not play out their Doomscar that they so have? But I will take the win. Free wins, early wins, pretty good with me. So it appears that they're going to rope us out here. But this is why it's so important to be aggressive first. I know that it's like, this is a bad matchup. Any sort of control matchup is really bad for our deck, especially because we do need the combo pieces, and we do need to kind of like rip off a few instances, and either counters and spot removal just kill this deck really bad. But this is important. Why it is important not to go for Dreadhorde Arcanist first, because Virtuoso just gives you the best chance to win, even though it is, you know, you're kind of just diving into the deep end, hoping to swim with the sharks, but sometimes those sharks don't have enough mana to make a Sharky. So that is going to be it, and we are going to swing in with Double Strike, and that is going to be GG's, baby!